How was your impression after actually, having fought him?
Haven't fought him.
Yes.
There's a lot of emotions going into the fight, but I don't want to deter that from, I had a lot of respect for Yuki and his game, but in order for me to go out there and do what I have to do, I have to be supremely confident in myself. So I don't want to take any, anything away from him or show any disrespect prior to the fight. That's why I'm adamant on shaking his hand and, being very respectful. But he was tough. He's a very good game opponent. He's one of the best Japanese fighters there are at my weight class, and we really respected him. We worked so hard on defenses, and when he threw that triangle up, I knew exactly the defense I needed to use because I know he's so dangerous there.
We know your match is just finished, but if you could just tell us something about your future.
I'm very young. I'm only 26 years old. I like to stay busy. 6 years straight. This is my 24th fight. So I do 4 fights a year for 6 years straight. I'm 26. I just turned 26 in August. And, I just want to get back to the gym. I want to see my daughter. And I want to just keep training, just keep getting better. I'm 13-0 as a pro now on a 24-fight winning streak, and the momentum's in my favor. Of course, I want to chase world titles, and that's in my future.
Put on the mic though for the cameras. Congratulations, man, on the win. Tell us how it feels during the intros, because you probably never experienced anything like that before in your life. It must be incredible.
It's incredible, man. This experience was like no other fight I've ever had. It was the best experience I've ever had. To go out there and fight in front of that crowd, to have that promotion. I mean, fireworks before you go out. I mean, it was amazing. And, I just tried to take it one step at a time and live in that moment and soak it all in, nothing premeditatively thought, It was just all on the fly, and trust in my coaches and my training, But it was amazing to walk out in front of all these people in this arena, 40, 50,000 people. And, it's an amazing time to be alive, to do this in Japan, fight on one of the biggest cards of the year. Their New Year's card is always their biggest. And I'm a huge fan of RIZIN and, how the Japanese do it out here. So, martial arts is just, the culture out here is amazing.
You've, dominated in Bellator. You come over to RIZIN, have a dominant performance. Later on tonight, there's going to be a title fight. And also in Bellator, there's no champion. When you look at the title picture for Bellator, do you feel like you're number one or number two in there?
Yeah, for sure. I look at my my body of work, pardon, and I think I should be at the top of the list for that title shot. Look at the other guys signed in Bellator, and then look at me. Look at what I'm doing. I have 10 finishes, 8 of them in the first round, and I'm on an 8-fight finish streak. I just came over here, represented in Japan. You know what I mean? And me, my coaches, and my team, we want nothing less than the title. But we are patient, and whatever comes my way is obviously going to be big opportunities now. So Bellator title, RIZIN title, all these titles that are out there, that's not, it's not like my main focus. My main focus is just getting better and having fun and just enjoying this ride. The big fights will come with it.
Congratulations, Mr. Mix. When are we gonna get to see you throw some hands in there? It seems like everyone. Are you forcing the grappling? Was that the game plan, or when are you gonna actually we get to see the complete package?
I don't know, man. I just go and fight and I adapt and I improvise as I go. I got hands. I do it in the gym all the time. I can do it in my fights. I've dropped people in fights before, but as I pressured him, he just cornered himself, or I cornered him, pardon, and we got to a grappling exchange. There's guys out there will go more in depth in fighting, but like I said, man, I have a kid at home. I have family at home, and I'm trying to get out there as healthy as possible. I'm not trying to take no unnecessary risks if I don't have to, and I like to control fights. You know, that's my main focus is always to control my opponent. And as long as I can control myself, I feel like I can control my opponent very well.
Thank you. Congratulations.